Hey everybody, Levi Hunsaker here, coming to you live, and today we're going to be talking about the 4 tips to giving birth in your business instead of trying to raise the dead. So what do I mean by that? Think about this. Have you been focused on team members that don't have a strong desire to be successful? Maybe you've brought the wrong people into your business. Maybe you've brought people that were motivated into the business, but over time that has kind of diminished. What they are actually showing you by their inactivity and lack of action is that they're not interested in building a business. Now, these are the people that we're talking about here. These are the people that we're talking about. Raising the dead is a hard thing to do. Now, it doesn't mean it can't be done, but it's more difficult. So where do you want to be spending your time most efficiently? And really, is it because these people are comfortable or complacent? And this even goes into maybe the people that haven't joined your business yet, that you've created a relationship, they've been introduced to the products, your services, and they just haven't joined. They've been to events, they've been to meetings, you've done some in-house parties, presentations, that kind of stuff, and it's just not happening. It's not moving forward. Last week we talked about some ways to continue to interact with people and kind of follow up in a different way. But today we're actually going to be talking about the giving birth side. So we're going to talk about 3 reasons or 3 ways to give birth in your business. Now, what does that mean? That's finding new people. Instead of kind of going with the past and trying to resurrect either someone who was at one point motivated or who just kind of wasn't very motivated at all and just kind of did it because you continually followed up and they, I mentioned it last week, they just bought or joined to get you to stop following up with them. Some people do that, unfortunately. So the first thing is make sure that you're following or spending your time where you're not feeling like you're pushing or forcing people. I mentioned this, if you have to pull someone to it, you're going to have to pull someone through it. So you don't want to be pushy. You don't want to, the example that I think of is, have you ever tried to push a rope? Think about it, just a small nylon rope, and you can push that rope all day long. The end that you're pushing on is going to have a little movement, but the opposite end is just stuck in its place. If you are trying to be pushy in your business, you're going to experience that same thing. You're going to experience resistance. You're going to experience people being stuck in their ways, in that comfortability, that complacency. And do you really want to be spending your time in your business in that way? So don't be pushing a rope. Be pulley, attract them to you by who you are. You are the prize here. There's tons of businesses out there. There's tons of companies out there. Really be confident in yourself and your ability to be a solid leader for that person. And do things that are going to attract them to want to follow you. Be that leader, be that influencer, and have them follow you. Second tip, okay? Make sure that you as a leader are a personal producer. Don't ask your team to do things that you're not doing. Do not rely on your team to be your only source of income in the business. You really have to be an example and lead with that example of being in a personal production mode. When you can do that, you can show your team how to show up because they're going to follow exactly what you do. All right. The last thing is finding new people. The third tip. Okay. This is where we call it giving birth. You're finding new people to see what you have to offer. Now, we're not just looking for any people. And what we're looking for is a person that is motivated, somebody that wants to build a big business, that wants to change their life. You want to find someone that is really serious and is going to put in the time and the effort. Okay, so we want to find a way to attract these new people that allows us to have our pick and choice of who we bring into our business and who we're going to spend our time with. We start interviewing these people instead of just bringing anybody and everybody and having some people give up before the first week is even done. Now, the tip with this is, once you have brought in these new team members, even people that have a strong motivation and a strong desire to do something great can lose that motivation, because motivation is the start, but it takes perseverance and determination to keep that going. So when they have that fire in them at the beginning, give those people lots of attention. Help them be successful in their business in that process when they're fired up, and that fire will continue to go because they're going to spread that fire to their new team. And you're showing them how to show up to their team as a leader by the way that you show up as a leader. So remember the 3 tips. Make sure you're not pushing or forcing people. You want to attract them. Make sure that you are being a personal producer, and find new people. Those are the 3 tips to giving birth instead of raising the dead. Now, we're going to have a little fun with this. Down below in the comments, go ahead and drop a comment if you would like more information. I've got a 10-day video course available on how to find new people. Go ahead and drop, this is going to be fun, team babies in the comments if you are interested, and I will reach out to you with more information. All right, thanks everybody, and have a great night.